He's gonna play Blade Master or Farseer.
Ready to work. Job done.
Oh, Bloodmage for TH.
Ready to work.
I'm curious to see this one. The Bloodmage first strategy.
Ready for action.
Ready to work.
And Blade Master for Lean, of course. So I think he's gonna go rifles.
Ready to work.
Bloodmage rifles. Or something like that. So he's banishing Force Troll Trapper, so you go banish first with this threat versus Orc. Obviously to banish the Blade Master.
Our forces are under attack.
His Flame Strike can be good for creeping, or decent for creeping, but you don't really... doesn't do anything against Blade Master, so you need to go banish versus Orc. Banish first.
Ready for action.
Then you try to get level 2 as fast as possible. Equals 2 million for that. It's gonna get level... What happened? Why? If I click, it locks like this.
Ready for action.
Gets level 2, now he's gonna get Siphon Mana. Banishes the ground. That, of course, when you banish the unit, it gets slowed down, so you can go for the surround, but I think Lin should close the surround. Then you Siphon Mana. The Blade Master removing partially his mana. You keep siphoning.
Ready for action.
And because he used Windwalk, Lin almost doesn't have any mana, gets the first circlet actually. Because he didn't get it before, wakes up the creep, but useless. He still has mana for another Windwalk. And yeah, Th000 is going rifles here. So it's like 5 footies, Bloodmage level 2 into tech and rifles. With shop, which you need because of the clarity and the region scroll. And now Blade Master is surrounded and big. This is big. Look at the banish, saving the footy and closing the surround, and there's nothing this Blade Master can do again. Because Blade Masters are so used to Windwalk out of surrounds, but when you have a Bloodmage, you can siphon the mana, and so removing the mana, the Blade Master cannot move out of the surround, cannot use Windwalk. And now this Bloodmage is easily level 3. And again, TH dominating the early game. But this time we don't have an Archmage pressuring the Burrows, so I suppose that Lin should be safe at least for his tier 2 buildings, because the Bloodmage doesn't even have Flame Strike, so those Burrows should be safe. The problem for Lin is how to deal with the rifles that are going to come. And with the Siphon Mana that is going to drain the mana from the Shadow Hunter. Nice Burrow placement here. Shooting at all those footies who don't have defend. But it's gonna get the cancel for the Spirit Lodge. Nice banish. Actually it doesn't defend, right? Because I saw one of those footies moving extremely slow and not because of the banish. I don't know.
Our forces are under attack.
TC second versus Bloodmage. You can just siphon him, he's never gonna have any mana for the stomp. And then it's just like a big round. Now siphoning the blade. Alchemist second. And again, Lin can't get those tier 2 buildings up. at least this time Lin is not supply stuck. That's a big difference with the previous game where he lost almost all of the burrows except one. This time he can produce because he's got these burrows. TH is applying constant pressure using his level 3 Blade Master. Still not level 3, not even close to that. And more siphoning by TH, keeping these heroes without mana. I think it's siphon level 2. Absolutely no mana to work with for Lin. And TH keeps annoying and it will keep doing this. He has no interest going to crit. He's got the advantage, he's got the better hero. Now he's banishing the alchemist, who can heal. And this is very strong. You just banish the alchemist, and while he's banished, he can still heal. And so this allowed the alchemist to do his job without being focus fired. And as long as you have mana for banish, you're fine. But now there's some serious focus on this alchemist. Alchemist is gonna fall, so fine. Something working out for Lin. But still he doesn't have mana because of all those siphon mana. And he's going shamans, of course. Shamans for the lightning shield, they are very good. Versus rifle, you can lightning shield the TC especially. So this is the reason why it's going TC. Because that's the counter to rifles. Grunt, Shaman, TC. The problem is that the early game was so good for TH. So... But the game is still open because he managed to snipe the rifles. How many rifles does TH have? Oh, okay, 2 are still up. 1, 2, 3. They're all hurt though. He saved them. Very important that he saved them. They're all hurt though. And he doesn't have the alchemist. Shop doesn't go up, so I feel like TH should retreat here. He cannot afford to lose those rifles. They are expensive, they take time to produce, and they're all extremely low HP. Alchemist cannot heal up in time. If he can heal up, it certainly looks better for TH. But the question is, can he heal up or not? Because all the army for Lin here is green, perfectly green, so he took no damage. He's producing more grunts. Talking about upgrades, he's got 0-0 upgrades on grunts. Same for TH. And I don't know. I think TH still has the advantage. But if he lets Lin build like a 60-foot army, then it's gonna be very tough for TH to deal with all those lightning shields that are going to come, even if the TC is only level 1. When you spread the damage onto the rifles, then you can easily finish them off with the blade. But TH is again going for the burrows. Always aiming for those burrows, always aiming for that tactical, economical damage that slows down Lin quite a bit. So immediately rebuilding the burrow, but the damage has been dealt. And TH 000 is at 60 versus Lin, who's only at 41. Of course, 2 of the units of TH are still walking towards the base. They might get intercepted, but this army looks very big compared to Lin's army. Nice lightning shield now on the TC. There's no dispel to counter that, apparently. And just look at the damage of one single hero with a lightning shield. TH is forced to TP just by this TC. What surprises me is the absence of upgrades on these grunts. Normally you want to get armor upgrades versus the rifles. I don't know why those grunts have no upgrades. Probably good enough for that. But TH didn't lose anything because he TP'd just at the right time. This will give me the time to get the red spot. And Blade Master is not in time. Item is not the best, just a Helm of Valor that increases the strength and the agility of the hero by 4 when worn, so decent on the Alchemist, but certainly there are a lot of better items that can't possibly drop at this camp here. One rifle gets intercepted, and that's good job by Lee, who's now almost 3-3, he's 3-2 but almost 3-3, now 3-3. So this TC with the big mana potion, the greater mana potion, evil potion, and heal scroll. This orc army looks good. Double heal scroll. And I think that we can actually win this game. So it's basically even the zeros now are better, so now it's down to micro. TH is only 3-2 heroes. So somehow those TPs switch the game in favor of Lin, but it's still open. Who's gonna micro better? This time we do have Dispel, so the lightning shield gets immediately removed, but there's another one, needs to get dispelled again. TH is dispelling it, but you can see even if you do micro, even if you do apply Dispel, it just takes too much time to do that. And the damage is still there. This army by Lin with the peons is devastating TH's army. And I really don't like rifles versus orc. I really dislike rifles versus orc. It's so easy. I'm not saying the micro is easy. You gotta learn how to micro versus that, but it's not that hard. Because it's certainly harder to do rifles versus orc than it is to counter it. You just make grunts that you don't die to rifles, and then all you have to do is microing your shamans, casting the lightning shield of the TC. Extremely easy. It's a lot harder to actually fight against the human standard. Human with Archmage and sorceresses and Mountain King, Clap, Blizzard, all of that stuff is a lot harder to beat than this rifle style that I feel like works versus elf, can work versus undead if you switch to tier 3 later on, but doesn't work versus orc at all. The only way this works versus orc is if orcs doesn't know the counter and plays standard raider walkers, then it can work, or wyverns of course. But if the orc knows the counter, which is grunt shaman, extremely easy to defend versus this strategy. Just that TC alone by himself just carries the entire fight. Now Lin has all the map control. He's gonna win this game. And I really don't like this strategy. It can work once if your opponent is playing standard because he's anticipating you to play standard, but once your opponent knows that you're gonna play Bloodmage rifles, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get Blade Master TC. Keep in mind the early game was terrible for the orc. He lost the blade, it was level 1 versus level 3 Bloodmage. It didn't matter because the strategy is so bad versus orc that even if you have the best early game and the orc has the worst early game, he still comes back just with pure numbers. And now we have 1-1 upgrades on the grunts and only 1-0 on the rifles. But even if it was like 3-0 with tier 3, still no chance. He has no answer to this TC. Let's see, maybe with some amazing epic micro we can still win. But it certainly looks better for me. Flame Strike though. Retrain to Flame Strike. This could be a game changer if Lin doesn't split his units correctly. But if he splits them, he still can have the upper hand. Oh, look at those Flame Strikes! This is a brilliant move.
Under attack.
Brilliant move. Retraining over there. Because there's no healing wave. So he's not relying on the rifles anymore.
Town is under siege.
And everything is slowed down.
Our forces are under attack.
But there's an expo coming up for Lin. So like the clock is still on Th000. He needs to knock down this expansion or Lin will just mass to 80 foot. And then not even Flame Strike will be enough. The question is, will Lin be able to heal up?
Ready to work.
Expo is up and running. And does TH really want to fight next to the fountain? I feel like on another map maybe where there's no fountain, TH could win the game here, but now he's losing the alchemist and the game with that.
Our hero has fallen.
But the amount of slow that we have right now, combined with the flame strike, I feel like I see some potential here. Like for as long as Bloodmage had only Banish and Siphon Mana, no. But now that he's got the flame strike, look at the damage. The only reason
Forces are under attack.
the Lin is holding is because he can heal at the fountain. Period. Because the Orc has no healing. TH has got Priest. He's only winning because that's Conceal Heal. On another map, he would still engage probably the game.
Our forces are under attack.
So I guess now TH is gonna tap out. Probably lose the Bloodmage here. He has no TP. There's nothing he can do. Everything is red though for Lin. It would be so nice by TH if he could just drop a flame strike here and get rid of those trees. Oh, look at that flame strike eating everything, but the Bloodmage falls and it's GG. Nice game. That was a nice game. But that map with that fountain, really.